I was the looking for a core, an essential element, a true nature of this obvious aliveness, finding only this obvious aliveness, not separate from anyone looking. I was the unraveling of all and everything, of time and space, of the nothingness in between the betweens. Infinitely intimate, this sweet and terrible embrace, this hush obliterating all sound and silence, yet echoing in the depths of my edgeless heart, as love ripped even this dream song with shreds of mirroring sky. Words fell out of the corners of my eyes and spilled across the vastness. Tears are reflections of the fullness and emptiness of love. Exquisite how this life, this love, caresses me from the inside and out. Love consumes all sides and ravishes herself. Warm and wonderful is the tender beauty of whatever you think you are, pouring through oceans of time, long stretches of sand and the lapping waves of midnight swirl through your ancient footsteps. Starlight pools in your tear-filled eyes, pulls you into endless sky, drinks the silence that obliterates your longing for heaven. There is no one behind the horizon, dancing a ballet of light and dark. No one who sees starlight hovering in front of the sun. No one who aches for this longing that I am, this beautiful meandering love song, this longing for just this. What a crazy world of broken hearts, longing to be mended. Who could ever hold all this love? I could never, ever, ever have believed or imagined that all of life, just as it seems to appear, is truly wondrous beyond measure and simply the treasure, the magic, the love I had been seeking. All words are defined by other words. All ideas reference other ideas and seem to create a seamless, solid universe. But there is a big, gaping hole in the center, and the outline is a whirling, burnt stick or thought that leaves no trail or echo. Sky songs bleed into sky, words anoint the day, spiraling into the hush of night and star shadows. This is pure intensity, not of a thing or absence of things, this ecstasy of unassailable unknowing. Liquid prism of light flows through the colors it paints, and I am softly rainbows. Rushing to find what is on the other side of the horizon rushes with you and is inseparable from you as you are the ideas of other, better, more, and next. Trying to capture the ripples in a pond seems to make more rippling. Is there a you separate and apart from the rippling, the water, the reflections of your beautiful face, and the trees behind you, now in front of you, now disappearing as the waters calm? How could there be a you separate from thought? Can you find a listener of thought, or a looker for the listener? All of life seems to happen all at once. Perception, its recognition, thought, no other can be found, and all these separate parts are really not separate. It is only thought that designates them as things, as ripples, as wind, as water, stillness and moving, and trees and leaves and tears falling, and the more words, the more things are painted into this dreamscape that paints you within and without. Where is the line between you and the wind, your tender skin? Is there wind without the word wind? Oh, you may say, I can feel the wind. I can see the treetops dancing so sensuously in the canyon breezes. But if you are not there, If you are asleep, is there wind? You can say that there was wind last night, but that is an assumption, yes? Perhaps all knowing is assumption. Describe the morning without words. Well, surely there must be things under the words. Where does the tree begin? In the deep, deep roots you cannot see? When there is no thought, you and your world disappear. Go ahead and take something out of all this. Where are you going to put it? Is there an outside to all this? How about an inside? And I know you have never found time, or a separate thought, or a separate moment, or that never arising next. Clearly, without a doubt, life does itself, as no pusher or puller of life can be found. No before life, when life is waiting in the wings, just about to go on, and no after, when life walks off the dance floor, wondering about how the performance went. And no audience can be found, as the looker is the dance as well. That there are a bunch of things that are interconnected somehow is just a trick of thought, that even names itself thought, and somehow seems to become a thing. Thought is a beginningless and endless atemporal spiral with no separate parts, spinning the dream of things, of you and me and things like love and tomorrow. That there is a physical world out there is an assumption. For some reason we do not believe that the nighttime dream is real. Why not? Perhaps it is simply the constant repetition of the daytime dream. When the dream of separation is no longer believed, it is not the end of the dream. Simply no more looking for its realness. There is no more looking for solidity or liquidity. There is no more looking, as the treasure you were searching for is obvious and was always obvious. It simply could not be found. Somehow I arise in the longing for just this. And the long, dark night erases even the echo of your tears as you awaken to a dream of unutterable beauty. You had never left, nor were you ever there. Empty moon shimmers, gathers you in her rippling reflection. You were never separate from love's embrace. Echoes rip the sky into mirrored shards. Liquid waves of memory anoint the named place. Wind sings your name, but there are no eyes to touch it. No one is separate from the wind as it folds into your flowering, releases infinite petals from your edgeless heart, lit from within and without. Flowing, lanterned songs caress the blossoming of this unspeakable love. Mind-blowingly wondrous, although no one is enchanted, simply this enchantment. Gray bird over the silvering sea. Why do I fall deeply in love with everyone I meet? There is no reason. There is no special quality or characteristic that you have or that you are. There is no core, no essential nature of others or self, no love inside or outside that flows through all and everything, recognizing itself. It is more the wonder of not knowing what love is, not knowing what beauty is, that seems like the wonder of love. But when I see you, I know you somehow. I know your humanness, and your shining is unmistakable. No need to smile, tears are wonderful. No need to do or say anything in particular for me to fall in love with you. Pass me on the sidewalk, and I swoon at your utter beauty. Perhaps it is the knowing that we are not separate, that we are not at all, that nothing is. Yet here we are, overwhelmingly wondrous, this dream of love dreaming itself. Rain, doves do not pause, nor does love. This is all dream, and simply as real and as unreal as it seems, as there is no this nor that. As this is not an understanding, there is no clarity to be found or lost, or gathered into the emptiness. The unknowing you are trying to fill, but never can, as you are the trying, and this emptiness cannot be filled, even with emptiness. There is no emptiness or fullness, and yet simultaneously, inseparably, all and everything seem to appear, and there is the magic you were looking for. Cast adrift on a windless sea, my heart dropped, and all dissolved into edgeless love. A million moons pour through me as I am moonlight soaring. Reflections of reflections shimmer, and there is no source to this all-consuming light. Rivers of ocean songs flow through me, and I am these songs roaring through the echoes of stillness, dancing. Breathing wind as wind breathes me. There was never anyone to imagine that she was a girl, a woman, a songster. What is left when there is no knowing? All-pervading, all-embracing love without other, or one, a hush without silence or sound. Without meaning or non-meaning, the cricket moon is nigh, finding no reality and no real reality under the false one. Sigh of morning alights on my window, gently consumes the kiss of moon, slowly dries the tears of yesternight's eyes. No one was underneath that beautiful waterfall, sliding through her own wetness, gazing up through the falling into a constellation of madness, stars falling through their own light. Silhouette of empty dreams dances, bathed in the fire of love, burning all illusion, burning itself. Golden finches bloom, sunflowers sigh, wings of no tomorrow fly through the daydream, settle under the dusty roses, among the skeletons of ancient petals, the gray cat sleeps. Love smothers you and breathes you, eviscerates all ideas of love. She has a lion's roar and a butterfly kiss, loves all and everything and nothing at all. Hush of moon glow drifts through your eyes, reflections of memory wrap around this liquid silence, illuminating sideless mirrors. Echoes stream through this soundless cloud, void of any original voice. A chorus of love songs reverberates in your empty chest, waiting to sing this unsung song that sings you. Day hovers in the shadows of dawn, prayers of midnight ache for what never was nor will ever be. Ideas of love paint the darkness that hovers before your eyes. As you try to wipe away the darkness, it bleeds into itself. Glimpses of starlight feed the fire, trying to catch the sparkling burns, the hole in your heart that has longed to be filled but never can. Love has no edges. Fire burns even itself. What rips the skin off the sound of weeping and plunges your heart into this unfathomable love that has no sound or silence? Raw, naked, stripped of the clothes of love, no longer looking for the day to unfold, life unfurls her wings of echoes. Memory runs through your edgeless heart as it paints it, empty now of all grasping. This love is more intimate than these words sliding through the thought stream, closer than a lover's kiss, darker than a moonless night, more brilliant than falling into the sun. It is not yours or mine. It has swept away all and everything, as it simultaneously caresses all and everything into an indelible softness, dissolving into nothing at all. Symphonies of silence roar through the pages of this empty book. Poems fall through the spaces in these words, softly trembling in their inside-outside light. A million suns explode inside your chest. You are echoes of endless galaxies spinning, not knowing what is not beautiful, what is or is not love. And rainbows fall through oceans of color, and love paints herself in your eyes. And the covers of the dream slip off your nakedness. Your life slips off the pages, running through the empty fields, bathed in morning light. Is there something? Is there nothing? Is this real? Is this unreal? Surreal? Realer than real? All is illusion. Illusion is illusion. What does that mean? What does meaning mean? This is the end of the voyage across an edgeless sea, waiting to slip over the horizon. The dream of knowing falls through the dream of unknowing. There is no looking for a secret harbor, for the midnight sun to illuminate the starry noon, for your heart to break again and again. Love bled into the dream, and no sides could be found or lost in these reflection songs, where moonlight is not separate from moon, and you are not separate from these echoes falling through echoes. An inside-outside Mobius strip trips through itself into a circular canopy of stars, unraveling the dream of things as it weaves itself. No place to rest can be found. No one is looking for a shooting star to cast her dreams into the firmament. It is all dream. There is no dream. And water searched and searched for the source of its own wetness, and love looked and looked for the essence of love, yet no other could be found to define what love was not.